show you how to make my Apricot Coconut Squares up next on the Trailer Park Cooking Show.
She's bringing the trailer park lifestyle to the world.
Come inside, don't be shy, cause Jolene can't wait to meet ya. She's the queen of the park. She's got gossip, news, and lots of food to feed ya. Jolene Sugar Baker.
Hi there, Trailer Park fans. It's Jolene Sugar Baker, the Trailer Park Queen, and welcome to the Trailer Park Test Kitchen, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jolene, the Trailer Park Cooking Show, where I teach you how to live on a budget and do it the Trailer Park way. Well, it sure is summer out there because it's hot, and I bet you could bake cookies in the actual windshield of your car. But there's lots of picnics and potlucks to go to, and that's why I'm fixing lots of desserts that you can take with you. And today's recipe uses a fruit that's kind of expensive at the store sometimes, so that's why I got the jarred kind, and it's apricots, or apricot. I don't know, it's one of those funny fruit words that you don't know if you add an S to it. But today's recipe uses apricot jam and coconut, and it makes great little squares. So it's my Apricot Coconut Squares, and they're great to take to a picnic. So I'm going to show you how to make my Apricot Coconut Squares up next. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Making my Apricot Coconut Squares is really great, and you should share this recipe with your friends too. Down there, go ahead and share this right now, because there's nothing like going over to a friend's house and they pull out a frozen pie that they've sprinkled some sugar up on top and some cinnamon and try to pass it off as homemade. They need to learn how to cook something special and something exciting to fix with coffee or something. But I'm using the stand mixer today. You can mix this by hand, but first we're going to start off with 3/4 cup of just regular butter that's kind of softened a little bit here. So I'm just going to put that in the mixer, and I've got 1 cup of the granulated sugar, and just regular granulated sugar here, and oops, the butter's popping out. And go ahead and pour the sugar in there. We're going to cream that together just a little bit and get that going. There we go. Maybe not fling it out all over the place, but let's get that creamed together just a little bit. Now add 1 egg to the mixture and whip that up just a little bit. Now add 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and you know I don't measure vanilla, I like vanilla, and I'm just going to dump some on in just like that, and give it a whir around just like that. Now I have 1/4 teaspoon of regular table salt. We're going to go ahead and add that, and I have 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour, and we're going to slowly add that to the mixture and whip that around as that goes. Now add 1 cup of desiccated coconut, and that doesn't sound appetizing, so I call it dried coconut. So that goes on right on in there, and we're going to mix that around until it's all throughout it. There we go. Now we have our batter here, and now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of nuts, because I like nuts in my brownies and bars, and I'm going to get tons of comments that, you know, people asking, do you have to use the nuts? No, you don't. So don't put them in there if you don't like them. So just hand stir them in there just like that until they're well mixed into the mixture. Now get yourself a 9x13 baking pan, and you're going to spray that down, and just use a cooking spray just like that. Now this is the point you take off your rings, because this is where you have to press the batter down in the bottom of the pan, and I've just got some globs of it, and we're just going to put it right down there in the pan. We're going to use a 1/2 of the mixture down at the bottom of the pan and just push it out. You're still going to have 1/2 of it in the bowl there, and that's good because we're going to use that in just a minute. So let me get this finished here, and I'm just pushing it out into the pan. So it kind of makes like a bottom crust. So I'll be right back. And we're back, and I had to fidget with it for quite some time, and it just took forever because I have an attention span of like 32 seconds, and it takes longer than that. And I pressed it out down on the bottom of the pan, and now we're going to get our apricot jam, and it's 10 ounces of that, which is, most of the jars these days are 12 ounces, and so you're not going to use all of it, so you're going to leave about 2 ounces left in that. Get a fork, and you're just going to start spreading it on top of that layer until you get it well spread out on top of that. So let's go ahead and get that done, and I'll be right back. There we go. We have the apricot jam spread out over top that crust layer, and we have the half of the batter left here. I'm going to take this, and we're going to spread that out on top of that layer, and some of the jam is going to stick through, and that's okay, and it's going to be kind of messy too, and that's okay too because it's all going to bake down into a great delight. So let me get that done, and I'll be right back again. There we go. We spread the rest of the batter on top of the apricot jam and crust layer, and I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to bake these for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're nice light golden brown. So let's go ahead and pop them in the oven now. Set your timer. And there you have it, my apricot coconut squares. And they were so easy to make with that jarred apricots. And, you know, apricots is not something you normally have in things. And we use the nuts and the coconut, and it's nice and golden and orange and yellow. And I just can't wait to try it. It's nice and dense, and I like that in a brownie or bar or square. I like that. Let's give a taste. I taste the coconut and the nuts, and it's like a blondie. And that apricot is definitely, it's surprising because, you know, you don't get apricots in a lot of things, and this is just really great with that. I'm sure you could change out the jam and have different flavors. What kind would you use? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments. And, I hope you get a chance to make my apricot coconut squares. And if you do, send me pictures at jolenesugarbaker@gmail.com. Don't forget to add me on Facebook. I'm Jolene Sugarbaker there. Follow the trailer park on Twitter. I'm Jolene's Trailer there. And of course, I'm on Google+. Go ahead and add me there. And subscribe, because there's more cooking shows right around the corner. And of course, share this with your friends because, you know, they need to make good things too. More cooking shows right around the corner, and I'll see you back real soon. Bye-bye.
Slap on all your blue eyeshadow. Watch out for that big tornado. Get all filled with pride in the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the trailer park queen.
Visit my store at trailerparkstore.com.